At first glance, the Delmar launch and landing facility, known locally as Delf, appears to be nothing more than a thoughtfully designed residential driveway. But beneath its symmetry lies a mystery that reaches back more than half a century to the peak of the Cold War. In the early 1960s, amid escalating tensions between global superpowers, the United States undertook a series of silent, decentralized contingency projects. While missile silos and air bases dominated public imagination, lesser-known initiatives were embedded directly into civilian landscapes. Archival photographic records back nearly 50 years clearly show obelisks at exactly 10-foot intervals along the property's perimeter, both side and front, each one flush with the ground, each one placed with mathematical consistency.
I feel that what you're looking at isn't random. This is coordinated planning, the kind of planning that suggests federal involvement, or at least something adjacent to it.
Initially dismissed as remnants of an old irrigation or survey system, the structures quickly defied all explanation. They were too uniform, too intentional, and most curiously too aligned. Declassified documents from the era hint at experimental programs exploring auxiliary landing solutions, rapid deployment surfaces that could be activated in non-traditional locations, but concealed within suburban developments. The proportions are unusual. They're not arbitrary residential standards. They match ratios you'd expect in guidance layouts, visual alignment cues. It's subtle, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. After the failed launch that nearly resulted in a catastrophic loss of the vehicle, preparations for the reactivation of the long-forgotten Delmar launch and landing facility were begun in the spring of 2025. The near disaster was the result of a faulty launch system caused by rain, just days before the Apollo 14 countdown. The once grand Delf had fallen into disrepair, and the facility was nearly abandoned due to safety concerns. Rediscovering and recovering original designs proceeded in earnest starting in the summer of 2025, when final designs were drawn and POs were presented. Construction began in the middle of March of 2026 and continued for just 10 days. The soil was scraped to a depth of the original 18 inches and utilized 500 linear feet of cement forms. These were meticulously fabricated and installed, forming the familiar ribbon design that was first formulated in the 1950s Cold War program. The design required exactly 11 yards of cement, the maximum volume that can be safely carried in a single cement truck of this class. The final structure utilized a myriad of architectural tricks for strength and purpose, including force perspective and the rule of thirds. This resulted in the completed launch and landing facility staying true to the Cold War program from which it was born. The first mission landing at the new Delf occurred on March 28, almost 70 years from its Cold War roots. Apollo 15 came in for landing after 5 days, leaving the familiar black carbon transfer marks of the surface, a true testament to the men and women who helped bring this project to completion.